This is the best I can do in terms of my technology, but I'll learn more about how to improve my presentation next time. Okay, today we're going to talk about subtracting numbers in base 8. So in base 8, as you can see in my previous videos, we're only allowed to use 8 symbols, and none of them looks like that symbol here. Yeah, so we have 8 symbols here. So 1 to 7 plus 0 is 8. So let's move on. So that means that the place value that we've been using so far has this different exponents of 8. It can be more complicated than that, but we could say that as an example, we could say 4, 8 less 3, 4 in base 8 is quite easy because you don't need to carry or borrow. So here you get 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So it doesn't really differ from the other subtraction that you've accustomed since primary or elementary school. But what if we do carrying or borrowing? So in this instance, we'll try an example. Let's say 3, 4 in base 8 less 1, 7 in base 8. Now this is more to my liking. So 4 less 7, we cannot do it. So that means we have to borrow from this next place value, which is 3. So this becomes 2. Now, what we're borrowing, that's 3 eighths becomes 2 eighths. Now, that 1 eighth, that 1 that you borrowed, that 1 eighth, yeah, that you borrowed. So essentially, it's like this. Yeah, that's 3 here is 3 groups of 8. And this is when 3 groups of 8. Yeah, now we borrow 1. Yeah, we borrow 1 group of 8, and what's left is 2 groups of 8. And this is here 2 groups of 8. That's what it means. So this one that you borrowed, and this one group of 8, you're going to add. So that one group of 8 is basically 8, right? So that 8 is you're going to add this in 4. So 8 plus 4, right? This one, yeah. 8 plus 4 is 12. And this is what you put here on the top. That means there are 12 units or 12 ones. So 12 less 7 is 5. 2 less 1 is 1. And that's your answer. 1, 5. Let's have another example. I'm going to use this part in here. So these are the place values that I've been talking about in previous lessons. So check some of the links I'm posting around and then you'll see. So let's have 2, 4, 7 in base 8 less 5, 3 in base 8. So this is straightforward. 7 less 3 is 4. 4 less 5. Yeah. 4 groups of 8 less 5. We cannot do it. So if we have to borrow from here. Now this one is 2 groups of 2 groups of 8 squared. which is really 2 groups of 64. That's the same. Now we're going to borrow 1 from 2 groups. So we borrow 1. Yeah. Oof. Bad. Okay, let's put it. So 4 less 5, we cannot do it. So we have to borrow from 2. Yeah, the 2 there is essentially 2 groups of 8 squared. Yeah, so less 1 group of 8 squared, you have 1 left. That 1 here is what we're going to put there. Now this 1 that you borrowed, yeah, is 8 groups of 64. So how many, okay, how many, yeah, you borrowed it in here, so this becomes 8. Yeah, you borrow 1 group of 8. So this one becomes 8 plus 4. Yeah, because that one that you borrowed, is a group of 8. Yeah. And so this becomes, this becomes 8 groups of 8, 1. Yeah, this one. Very important. It's the same as 8 squared. Yeah, but this is what we're dealing in. We add this to the 4 groups of 8. Yeah, this is what the 4 groups of 8. So all we have now is 12 groups of 8. And that's what we're going to put in here. So it's going to be 12 less 5 is 7 groups of this one. And then you bring this one down, and that's your answer. So your answer is 174 in base 8. So I'm going to give you another homework, and that homework would be 132 in base 8 less 41 in base 8. What's the answer? Put in the comment section below. Second homework, we have 241 less 63, all in base 8. Let me know your answers in the comment section below. So see you in the next episode, which is subtracting numbers in base 7.